Hello and thanks for joining us on TVC News this hour. We begin from the nation's capital, Abuja, where the Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi, says that no law in Nigeria that prevents the prosecution of minors in criminal matters, including treason. He said this at the grand opening of Law Corridor's new office complex when he answered questions from journalists. The AGF was responding to widespread views regarding the Federal High Court recent order to release about 119 nationwide protesters, which included minors and adults previously arraigned by the police. He emphasized that the president's decision to have them released was motivated by compassion as a father, despite the facts available to the security agencies regarding the suspects.
If you look at what the facts in possession of the security agencies, you will marvel. But the president has come out to say, in spite of all this, I have children, I have grandchildren, if not great-grandchildren. And that was what motivated his largesse or his passion to release them and also enable them in some ways. So the credit goes to him for giving a compassionate consideration to the release, the treatment of the young chaps that were released. But let me seize this opportunity to clarify something. People were under the impression that because they are children, they are minors, all sorts of theories have come up. There is no law in this country which says a minor cannot be tried. And I've also heard, oh, they should go to a family court. A study of the law and the Constitution leaves you to no other conclusion that it is the Federal High Court that has jurisdiction in matters bordering on treason and allied matters. So the chapter is good. But what about the situation? The president has closed the chapter by his decision to have these young men released.
In other matters, President Bola Tinubu has approved the reappointment of the Director General, National Biotechnology Research and Development Agency, Professor Abdullahi Mustafa, for his second tenure of 5 years. His reappointment was conveyed in a letter signed by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume. Industry experts consider his reappointment as an expression of President Tinubu's confidence in his ability to drive innovation towards attaining food security, enhance pharmaceutical production, and position Nigeria at the forefront of the fourth industrial revolution. To address food insecurity in Nigeria, the federal government is training youths and women on modern agricultural techniques to improve in yield crops. This effort is to encourage youth to go into full-scale agriculture and to ensure food sustainability. Senior reporter Prince Uba has more details.
Agriculture remains the largest sector in Nigeria, contributing an average of 24% to the nation's GDP over the past 7 years. But the sector's stunted growth in the recent times is due to low productivity, expensive inputs, and increasing post-harvest loss due to poor logistics and insecurity across the country. This training and empowerment event was organized by the Federal Ministry of Agriculture through the Federal Cooperative College Oji River in Enugu State in collaboration with the senator representing Imo West. Nigerians must make agriculture its mainstay, hence the need to train women and youth on the basics of modern agricultural skills so as to lift many households out of poverty.
Federal government has made a lot of impacts, huge impacts in the area of agriculture to many of our citizens, many of our people, in order to empower them.
For Senator Osita Izunaso, this commitment is to ensure people have means of livelihood, especially now that the times are hard.
The government of President Ahmed Tinubu is concentrating on food security. So because we are doing that, we are partnering with the Ministry of Agriculture to always bring these things nearer to the people. We don't want the situation somebody will say, I have no work, I have no work. You must have something doing. And the easiest thing to do is to get involved in agriculture.
The world is today suffering from food security crisis. And all of you today will be the vanguards of rearresting food insecurity to food surplus.
The participants say the knowledge gained from the seminar will be taken to the rural communities to boost agriculture.
If there's any time to look for food, this is the time that we are looking for what to put in our stomach, our children, our husband, our wives.
Agric at this point in time in our nation where we actually need to go back to our farms. You know, every family needs to get involved in farming.
The participants were trained in yam, onion and cucumber farming, and their seedlings will be given to them at the end of the training. Prince Oba, TVC News, Owerri.
Discussion on the role of quality assurance in export success for global markets and strategies for sustainable export growth dominated the one-day NEXIM Exporter Enlightenment Campaign in Jigawa State. Yusuf Issa has more details.
The Public Enlightenment Campaign on Export Promotion in Jigawa State has brought together experts and scholars from key organizations, including the Nigerian Agricultural Quarantine Services, Nigerian Export Promotion Council, and the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC. The gathering provided a platform for exporters to connect with potential buyers and partners, addressing common issues and offering solutions. The managing director of the Nigerian Export-Import Bank emphasized the critical role Jigawa State agricultural sector plays in addressing poverty and supporting national growth.
In Jigawa State has a lot of mineral resources which it can harness and export to the world, but people don't have the knowledge to do so. So NEXIM has decided to embark on this enlightenment program to provide people with the knowledge and tools and resources to be able to boost exports.
Experts suggested ways to improve Nigeria's non-oil sector and improve agricultural export, which they say is crucial as the country meets only 20% of its exports potential. The Nigerian Export Promotion Council has established guidelines for exporters to foster collaborations between exporters, financial institutions, and government agencies. Senator Babangida Hussaini, representing Jigawa Northwest, noted that the Enlightenment Campaign will improve the production of high-grade hibiscus and sesame in Jigawa State.
Pointed out that where I represent, is most particularly this zone, has huge potential for the production of sesame and hibiscus flower crops, which is an exportable commodity globally. So it was agreed that, okay, we need to educate our farmers and my constituents to know the significance of investing in this area.
Experts, guidance, and collaboration, Jigawa State is poised to become a key player in Nigeria's non-oil sector by contributing significantly in agriculture.
The Coalition of Niger Delta Oil Producing Ethnic Nationalities Forum has asked President Bola Tinubu to take immediate action to revive the Port Harcourt and Warri refineries in the Niger Delta region. The group, who protested at the zonal office of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited in Warri, says when fixed, the refineries will help revitalize the economy in the oil-rich area. Ike Namichi has more details.
Over 300 members of the group are here at the zonal office of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited in Warri, Delta State, to express their displeasure over the present condition of the refineries. They want Mr. President to expedite action on restoring the refineries.
Mr. President Bola Tinubu, you are in-law in the Niger Delta. Yeah. If you fit on Lagos State Iran, we believe so you go fit on Nigeria Iran. But it's the Niger Delta where you come from, where you be in-law, so make the refinery work for us. So Warri refinery should work. Yes. It will end hunger. Lagos refinery should work. It will end hunger. But Harcourt refinery should work.
I see no reason for we exporting oil and bring back the finished product. It's causing problem for us. That's why today we came out in mass in protesting against carry. If they cannot fix the Nigerian refinery, if they cannot fix the Nigerian refinery, then it should leave the office. Look the refinery them. They are not working. Worry on. They don't kill them. They go speak grammar. Now grammar now they take kill them. Smart and they talk billion. From the billion to trillion.
Encouraging local refining and overhaul of the management of the NNPCL are other areas of concerns for these protesters.
The 21 days ultimatum must work. We are giving our president, our member president, Tinubu, to talk to Melkari to leave that position.
Allow Dangote to do a refinery for us so that we survive fair. Don't go and buy outside country again.
Melkari, who is a GMD in the refinery NNPC, is causing us pain. President has given it ultimatum order that he should give crude oil to Dangote in Naira. Until now, he refused.
The group decries the huge amount spent by NNPCL between 2010 and 2018 to fix the refineries with no headway.
The Warri refinery has a distillation capacity of 125,000 barrels per day. What these protesters are asking is for it to be rehabilitated to benefit the country. Ikenna Amage, TVC News, Warri.